I'm the treasurer for the UWI Tourism Society, and today we have two guests from Limitless Living, and I'll allow them to introduce themselves.
Hi guys, hi, good day everyone. I'm a gentleman, so the ladies first.
Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Mariessa. I am one of the owners of Limitless Living, and I'm very excited and happy to be a part of this and to chat a little bit with you guys this evening.
Hi, and I'm Nathan. I'm also one of the owners of Limitless Living, and yeah, we're excited to chat to you, like Marisa said, chat with you guys, let you guys know about how exciting what we do for a living is, and yeah, hopefully we could show you how we could channel your energy to what we do as well. You know, the outdoors is the most beautiful place, and Trinidad is one of the most beautiful places to show it. So yeah, let's do this.
So before we have the discussion, we'll have a few games to play, and you can feel free to participate.
Of course, definitely.
Definitely.
So I'll introduce Satish Sukai, the president for the UWI Tourism Society, and he will take control for the games.
Hi, Satish.
And I would mention that we have some guests joining us from different countries, so
Wow.
I think this
Nice.
would be very informative for them.
Yeah, well, if it's cold where you are, we are feeling this beautiful heat and wishing that you, wherever you are happy for us.
We have Pratishtha
Alright.
from Toronto and Calvin from Germany.
Wow,
Toronto,
nice.
wow, and Germany, wow. Nice to have you guys there.
All right. So again, yeah, thanks so much for joining us from Germany. That's amazing. And Nathan and Mariessa, thanks so much for joining us as well. We're going to do a quick game. It's Know Your Country. So if you don't know something here, we'll take away your training card, okay?
All right.
So the first one is we're looking at guess the location, right?
Oh my god.
So
How if you don't know this, all right? If
you don't know this, something wrong.
something very wrong. To me, that looking like the three sheds.
I'll give a hint. It's a well-known beach.
Very well. I want hardware. Ooh, that looking like Morocco. But I kind of, I don't think it. No. It's kind of like Bacon Shack.
yes, it's Maracas Beach, right? It's one of the popular beach in Trinidad. Now this is another location. A lot of persons go here for the mud. There's two mud volcanoes in Trinidad. Which one is this one?
To me, that looking like my favorite mud volcano. That's La Michelle, Bonsi Trace.
All right, you know everything about it. Nice.
In the middle of a beautiful teak forest.
Yes. You've been there already, Nathan?
Been there. I literally have piece of me probably still there right now. I go there so much. I the skin there before.
Yeah, I actually like the hike to the ocean as well. Like, there's a nice place to wash off the mud as well.
Yes, of course. And your skin feels smooth afterwards, like, you know?
Yeah. So, of course, Trinidad is known for its food, right? So we have three different types of food here. I wouldn't say what it is. You just tell me what you think which one is which, right? So the top one on the left-hand side, top left.
Looking like a nice crab and callaloo. Oh,
vibe.
The dumplings probably at the bottom, just soaking at the bottom.
Right. Exactly. What about the middle one?
I feel like I'm taking all the answers from Marissa.
Do I see how excited you are? So I'm just giving you space.
I love food. Any man touch on food? That is a beautiful corn soup, and I hope it tasted as well as it looked. It has actual sweet, that looking like sweet potatoes in it too.
Yeah. Where can we get a good corn soup in Trinidad right now?
In Aruca.
Yeah.
I tried this place next to Cipriani Boulevard there. Something else. I can't remember every place, but I know if you go in the savannah,
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
I soup one time there.
Yeah.
Again, that.
Right. And then the last one, what are looking like?
Pylori. Let me tell you what I do with my pylori, and this is a nice hint. If you're a person that like pylori, all right, it's cooler. I like it. I take my finger, my thumb, I hold the pylori, I dip my finger and make a little bowl with the pylori, and I dip the pylori in the sauce. So it's a bowl of pylori and sauce.
Yeah, that's a smart idea though, because I mean, again, a good amount of sauce with it.
Yeah, you're making a pocket of sauce inside the pylori. It's like sauce filled pylori.
Yeah, I like that. All right, so some more food, right? So these are three popular stuff in Trinidad. We can start with the top left.
Do you know what I had for lunch today? Roti.
Exactly. I think, what is this? Looking like a chicken roti, I think. Looks like a chicken roti.
It could be, but I'm a kind of veggie kind of guy, so you know.
Potato.
I like as much veggies. When I go in a place and I get roti, I even have them put fresh salad in my roti.
Okay, that's a first to me.
Telling you, everything I say, whatever vegetables you have in this establishment, I would like to have it in my roti, please.
Okay, like a burrito.
Yeah.
And the middle, what is the middle one? What do you call that?
They're looking like kurma.
Kurma, right.
Kurma
Indian, yeah.
Kurma have to be not too hard or not too soft.
And I'll just chime in with this. One of the persons attending here, she's living in Toronto, but she's actually originally from Nepal, and she would recognize some of these dishes as well.
Okay, wow, okay. So I think a very popular street food in Trinidad, and is the most recommended street food in Trinidad. It's over here, the last one, right? So I don't know if the person from Nepal want to take a try at it, if they have anything similar, right? But I can say it's one of a kind. Every Trinidadian must at least have it at least once a month. Anybody want to take a try what it looks like or what it is?
The first one, right?
Yeah, it's the last one on your right. Anyone? No one? Nathan, where can we get a good doubles?
It depends on where you are, right? Where?
Okay, yeah.
I will tell you.
I'm easily.
My favorite doubles is by the port in the morning by Movie Town there. They have some people who sell doubles there, and
which Movie Town?
Oh, sorry, I forgot Movie Town. Movie Town Port is Spain. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a port right before there, and
yeah,
the best.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I had doubles there already.
Yeah.
Early mornings you get that there.
Yes.
So where do you guys carry people to try doubles? Like if you have.
Yeah, well, that's what I say. It depends. Like, I have certain favorites in different parts of the island. So if I know I go in to do something on the North Coast, and it's morning we're passing through, right here in Parliament, because we live in Parliament, on the way in Marval there's some people that sell some doubles right across from the gas station, at the junction right there. And I find it's relaxed. I like my sweet sauce. So once it's sweet sauce proper, you probably might win me. So I'm easily pleased, kind of, sort of. But, I like their doubles, and I go there frequently. And if I'm doing the mud volcano in Penal, on the way to that adventure, what we will do is we'll always stop in Debe, by where the Greene Cheddars and the other Hassans and the different Hussains, thank you. And where they're all located, and we stop and try we give each person a different chance every time, and let our customers try each different shed. Yeah.
All right. So the next rounds is a little bit difficult, right? But I mean, we'll figure it out together, right? So these are, you want to know where's the name of that place, right? So where's that place, right? So we have 4 options here. We want to know what do you think what's the meaning of the word Toku, right? So you have 4 options. And I can't choose, boy, I don't really know.
How you know my answer?
Give it a try. Give it a try.
Of course.
I feel like by process of elimination,
Yeah.
I would go with this one, the first one.
Yeah, you know, Toko. That's sound like a more Amerindian kind of vibes behind it.
Right,
So-
right. Exactly that. So Toko is an Amerindian name, and it's actually named after the wild sapodilla plant. Which I
Nice.
don't. Yeah, you can't have that sapodilla. It's poisonous, right? So don't go eating sapodilla and Toko.
Thank you for that.
Now the second place is Laventille.
I know.
What does that place mean?
First off, I love Laventille. One day I would have a piece of property in Laventille. All right, amazing views. I'm 100% sure it's a French word meaning the vent.
And exactly that. So yeah, it is a French word mean the vent, and it's because where Laventille is located is considered like a vent because a lot of breeze blow through that area. So I didn't even know that myself, right?
But
Now,
okay, go ahead.
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Something else about the word vent, meaning vent. It also means passageway, so basically Laventille sits at the entrance of the city. So it's like a passageway or vent or a doorway. That's the meaning was inspired by. So it's a vent on the way to the top.
Yeah. Wow. So Carnival, this year didn't happen, but we want to know what is your favorite soca music, right? So recommend a soca from this list or anything that you personally like. So that one soca that you recommend for any tourist, anyone from Nepal, Germany, what is something they must listen to?
I think from this list, I would go with Stage Gone Bad. Just because
Stage
so many
Gone Bad.
memories, Last Carnival.
Exactly, yeah.
Well,
Nathan, for you?
for me, B.O.B. Hello, Cass.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the vibes behind that. It makes you want to just rock and smooth, and that's my kind of vibes.
I agree. I like
Well,
that.
yeah.
Thanks for your
Yeah.
support.
All right. Well, that's it for me. Thanks so much for taking part. I know it wasn't that difficult, but I mean it was a fun experience, right? So for those who are from different countries, you have a list of stuff you can look at: our music, our food, and some places that you could potentially come to once the borders are open up, right? So now it's back to Ariana.
Yeah, back to me. Okay, so we're gonna start with Satish. Can you stop sharing your screen, please? Right, nice. So we're gonna start with some questions. The guests can feel free to chime in anytime you have questions, or you can leave them in the chat. I'll read them from there if you're feeling a little shy. So the first question would be, what inspired you to start your business?
The inspiration behind Limitless Living came from, I didn't grow up in Trinidad. I spent most of my life in Detroit, Michigan. My parents are missionaries, and we migrated at a very young age. And when I returned to Trinidad, I had the opportunity to experience Trinidad as an outsider. So I was able to go outdoors and experience the things I like, because growing up in the concrete jungle in the inner city, there's not barely anything of what resembles Trinidad there. So I started to do a lot of outdoor activities personally, and everyone kind of wanted to do something with me. Hey Nate, what you doing this weekend? And a lot of my foreign connections would say, when I go on vacation, I want to have fun like you having fun. And that started becoming what I did. I used to work in corporate for a while, and then the request for these outdoor activities became more frequent, and it's what I love, and it was born from that passion to show people of Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the world my vision on what Trinidad and Tobago should be in their eyes, the beauty of it, my beauty, because I see it as one of the most beautiful places in the world, So then Mariessa came on board and helped put the engine behind that and the driving force behind the creativity process of it. And that's when it was able to flourish as it was supposed to. Yeah.
And what products would you offer? What are you offering right now?
Yeah, sure. So at the moment, we are doing like customized and exclusive experiences for people. So small groups, families, that type of thing. So at the moment, our main packages are the Paramin Adventure. So you get to see, the entire mountain range. You go to a waterfall, some natural pools. You get to see where, on our island where we grew our seasoning. A lot of our seasoning that you'd buy in the grocery comes from up here in Paramin. So we give our guests like that full experience. We also do a camping experience, which is, well, camping / glamping, because it's more of a luxury type of experience where we set everything up for you. It starts with an off-road experience. So you're going in an off-road 4x4 vehicle down a mountainside to the camp house where we will set up tents for you, and you have.
We do a fire as well, a campfire. We make sure that your whole experience is what you envision for camping is actually designed for people that always want to go camping, but they didn't really want to rough it. So they want to have a very nice, comfortable camping experience outdoors and have everything taken care of for you and tailored for you and the way you can enjoy the experience. There's on the location that we use for camping, there's direct access to a beach. There's also direct access in the backyard. There's also a waterfall in the backyard. So it's like when they go camping, you get to experience a waterfall, a beach, campfire, you're roasting up. You be s'mores. We give you a s'mores kit as well. Just have the full camping experience, and yeah, that's the camping. I love the camping. That's why I talk so much about it. Yeah.
It sounds a lot like Paria.
Yeah. Well, it's very similar to that, but it's the off-road experience is a different vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see Satish has a. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay. We could
Yeah, what Satish has to say.
Satish has his hand up.
Yes, I just wanted to ask as well. I know, Mariessa, when I was talking to you earlier, when you talk about you all cater for your guests, so you all create packages tailored to what they're looking for, what they need. I just wanted to know what inspired you to take that route. Like, what made you decide? Okay, well, we want to tailor our stuff based for each guest, because most tour companies in Trinidad, they offer standard packages. You go on your forward tour and that's it there. We finish, right? But what you're offering is more tailored to what they want. What inspired that, or what made you all go that route, more or less?
Well, I think the reason why we went down that route is because we value so much what we offer to people. And we want to make sure when you and your friends or when you and your family are coming to do something with us, the experience is exactly the way you want it to be. So because of that, we do have, general packages that we do offer, but we do offer a lot of flexibility in terms of, making different changes, whether people want a certain type of food or they want to have, whether they require certain things because they have young kids. So we basically make sure that every single group is perfectly catered to. And I think that has worked for us. People definitely like that. They like the kind of like exclusive feeling that they get. You're not joining a bigger group to do your activity. You're basically, it's just you and your friends. And yeah. Anything you wanted to add?
No, it's okay.
So, in light of the recent circumstances that we've been having across the country, more so towards the crime, have your guests shown any reluctancy to these tours because of what is happening?
I could answer that. Just up to today, I got a call and the question was raised. It happens a lot of people call us and ask us about crime. And I tell them what we do is one of the safest things you can do while they're in the island. Because, if you think about the mindset of criminals, they look for opportunity. And if we're taking you out a half an hour into the bush and that kind of stuff, you're not coming with a big wad of cash on you. There's not a lot of opportunity for criminals to come and seek to cause havoc in these. Because my experience, we don't really run into that kind of situation. I could probably say I've never run into a situation where the safety of my clients or myself has been put at risk when it comes to crime. So I'm speaking from my experiences, and it's not a place that the outdoors do not. They'd rather go in the inner city where somebody has something to give them, you know. And it's a safe refuge. So I say, come on and feel safe when you come outdoors.
I think that would be good for our guests to know, because I know a lot of people have been bringing up these concerns lately in light of the recent events. So I have a few business questions. Since the recent pandemic, how has business been compared to the previous year or previous period of time during this year or last year, 2019 to 2020 to 2021?
Well, one major difference, of course, is that we are now catering solely to domestic persons. So we have tailored our experiences and our packages for that. We're not really. We're also
Well, the thing, this is a real life situation we have to deal with when the pandemic hit. I had a client that was here for 7 days, and in the midst of his 7-day adventure, I had to rush into the airport to get out of the country before the borders were closed. In the midst of his 7 days, he was like 4 days in, it showed me that we literally had a calendar of different people that were guests expected to come in for the rest of the year. People were saying, listen, in 3 months I'm coming in 6 months I'm coming in, you know. So we were able to project our business, and as soon as the pandemic hit, everything just went dead. No tourism means no business, and that's where innovation kicked in. And we decided to evolve into a brand that just wasn't focused on the incoming visitors, but the people in the island that need to learn more about their island and value it and treasure it more. Because I believe that charity begins at home, you know. So we started to focus on the domestic clients, like Mariessa said, and it has been doing great for us. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it also has been doing really well, because now that people can't travel, they are looking for fun things to do here in Trinidad. So our clients are usually people who are accustomed to going on vacations and stuff. So we are now kind of filling that gap and providing them with things to do here locally as well as in Tobago as well.
And well, we know domestic tourists, particularly Trinis, can be a little fussy. How have you been dealing with that?
You know, some people can be a lot more demanding than others, but everybody have different preferences, and that whole process of us planning their experience beforehand allows us to get to know our client. So once we execute, it's not as difficult as it can be if everything is a surprise to us, you know, who's picky and who's not picky. And picky is good, because we invite people to let us know what will make them happy, because at the end of the day, what we do, it's more focused on enhancing your mental health. And we want you to have the best experience possible, even if you're a picky person, even if you have certain requirements. You can be a vegetarian, it could be, what's that diet? I forgot. I can't remember the diet, but some people are always saying, I'm on this diet, you know. I said, let's let us know what you want to make you happy, and we get it done. So picky, we invite them as well.
But I think too, we haven't really encountered too many people who are too fussy. Like everybody that has come on our adventures have, you know, loved every single second of it. We haven't had one negative review.
Your vibes attract your tribe.
Yeah. So most of our clients are, you know, very, very happy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. And what type of clients do you usually attract? Like for families or individuals, friends? What types of clients do you attract?
All types.
All types.
Yeah.
Number one, I would say families. Families, number one. Number two, groups of friends that want to do things together. All right. That's what we're talking about domestic here.
Yeah.
Groups of friends. And I would say number three, couples.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of couples reach out to us. You know, a lot of these services we provide will be amazing first dates and or even celebrations of life, you know, birthdays, proposals, and stuff like that. So that would be number three, would be couples. And then number four would just be corporate clients will go in line with, I guess, groups of friends. Yeah, so corporate clients will say, listen, I want to do a team building exercise for my staff. Let's take us outdoors. Let's do something out to the office. We get that a lot as well. So, yeah, did I miss anybody? Good.
And well, health and safety has become very important lately. How are you guys dealing? What protocols have you implemented recently to help with your product?
Well, firstly, I think because we're doing stuff just for like families and small groups, these are people who are already in close contact with each other. We also do, we adhere to all of the regulations in terms of number of people that are allowed to be in one space. We of course have everyone, wearing their mask, and once they're in the open area, once they're out of their transport, we kind of have some leeway with the mask once you're not in close contact or proximity to anyone else. Yeah.
So if we go on a trail, we just advise everybody to walk with distance from each other. But at times we do invite them to breathe a little fresh air because they're coming outside, out of the clutter of everyone else to breathe, and we invite breathing as well. So yeah.
So I'll go more into the ecotourism side. Well, we're already in there, but so recently, a lot of major tourism stakeholders and magazines and stuff has published that ecotourism has become really one of the larger types of tourism people are pursuing now, because they're moving away from mass tourism and into ecotourism. So what are you doing to make your products more sustainable?
I feel like being innovative is creating that stability that we need. We saw a gap in the industry where people want to have basically everything automated for them, trying to find different things to do, and we just give them a price and experience to do that. An experience and a price to do that experience. So then we automate it for them. So I think that will give us longevity because people are really, really looking for something to do outside of what has been taken away from us. So our culture has changed. The culture and has changed. Since they were closing down bars and those kind of stuff, people tend to fall back from the lime and seeing much and for some a different outlet. And what our services provide a vent, a lavandil, a vent for that. So yeah.
And what do you do to engage your customers in more responsible activities, responsible tourism? As in, a lot of the time people tend to litter on trails and they tend to do a lot of sketchy things. Mm-hmm. What do you do to prevent that?
Can I tell them about that?
Yeah.
That's okay. Every single time I do an adventure, for everyone that has done an adventure with me, they will know I offer you a plastic bag on the way back to take whatever trash. I know you didn't leave any trash there, but we want to give to Mother Nature because she's our mother and we respect her. And I invite all my guests. Sometimes I would go on a day off to one of the locations I use, and that we have a chimney, and that chimney seats are down, packed with garbage bags of trash or whatever we use, because it's our responsibility because every time I show someone a spot, I always think, listen, what if they come back here without me and I don't keep it clean? So I take it as my responsibility to clean up as much as I can. I see Satish is trying to heal us out there.
Yes, Nathan. So I have a question. So based on what you talk about so far, I understand that you all are very, eco-friendly. You all are promoting our beautiful island, Trinidad and Tobago, right? Is it possible that you can just go through, let's say, what is one of your the most popular tour that you would normally offer? What is the most requested tour right now?
I think Paramin.
Yeah.
Right. So if we, sorry, but if we are doing the Paramin tour, I'm a guest, I'm interested in doing this tour. I want to know what is the experience like from the start to the end? Could you just give us a quick run through of what it will be like?
You want to close your eyes and for this experience, you
So,
can.
yes, all that.
So we our residence is at the bottom of empowerment, at the bottom of the hill empowerment, and we invite our guests we give them secure parking as well. So they come, they park, we greet them. Hi everyone, welcome to your adventure. And we have, depending on the size of the group, we use drivers from the area. So all our work that we use has to come from Parliament. That's one of our rules. Wherever we go, we use people from the area to do work. So we have some of the drivers come in the vintage Parliament Jeeps. That's what people will call it. It's a Toyota Land Cruiser. They have different sizes. So they'll hop in the Land Cruiser, and everybody will be excited. They've seen this old, rugged kind of looking vehicle, and they will hop inside, and they will we'll start going up the hill, and they start to see the vehicle going nearly perpendicular to the roadway. It is going straight up, and you have sharp turns. We have different rules that we tell them about driving in Parliament, because sometimes in Parliament you have to switch the side of the road you're driving on if you don't know. You have to know where hills are to increase the horsepower in your vehicle to make it up the hill. And it's all an exciting experience. We go to have lunch from a place in Parliament called Parliament Flavors. We have lunch from them. They supply us with amazing food. And you have food from Parliament. And we eat lunch in the Parliament, at Parliament, one of the major junctions in Parliament. And after that, we head up to a cave. But before we get to the cave, we hike through a side field. So they see on the slope of the mountain where the side grows from. So everybody seeing how I teach them about the different things, the benefits of growing on a slope and stuff like that. We go into the cave, we take pictures. They're amazed that such a beautiful cave is embedded in the rocks of the hills of Parliament. After that, we head to a river. Then there's pools. They get to relax in the pools. For those that are more fit and well, we hike to a waterfall afterwards. And for those that want to do the hike to the waterfall, after the waterfall, we head up through Parliament. And most of the journey is in the Jeep. They're driving through the Jeep, and we go to different points. They've seen different views. We just show them the most beautiful parts of Parliament from end to end. It is I might be a little biased, but I think it's the most beautiful village in Trinidad. No disrespect to anybody's village. I love every village, but I love Parliament. So I get to show them what I love about Parliament and my most favorite places. And then by the end of the day, everybody kind of burnt out because it was a lot of excitement and activity. And then, yeah, it's a lot more than that, but I just try to round it up for the sake of time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I hear all the time that people talk about Parliament. Even my grandfather, he would talk about it all the time. Parliament this, Parliament that. I mean, they have parangs and stuff about it. But parang came from Parliament, so.
Yeah, Parliament have culture, like rich, genuine culture. Very rich culture. And I love to tell people about Parliament. Different language and all. Patois.
We'll turn it over to see if the guests have any questions.
Feel free to ask. Welcome you.
Don't be afraid. I see
So I have
Satish
another
has a
question, Nathan. Nathan, I was all over the Instagram page when I saw the Trinidad Adventure King, right? And I know you're offering a new tour in Tobago. Is it possible you can just give a little insight about the Tobago tour as well? Because I know a lot of us rush to Tobago for our vacation as Trinidadians. So what is the Tobago tour like?
Well, I just got goosebumps when you asked that question because I know that Tobago package is part of Mariessa's heart. So I will let her elaborate on how amazing that Tobago package is.
Okay, so Tobago, what we're basically doing is trying to create the, how should I say it, the easiest Tobago experience, the most fun, the most adventurous. You know, a lot of people from Trinidad go over to Tobago and kind of stay in, you know, Store Bay, Crown Point area, go to Pigeon Point, go to Store Bay, Lime, drink. I feel like that's the usual Tobago vibe for most Trinis. So what we're offering is like a different experience. So basically, you get accommodation. So we partnered with different villas. So we ride with accommodations, we organize your flight. And then you get to pick between different adventures, whichever adventures you want. And we put everything together for you, and you just have to more or less show up and have fun.
Yeah, the adventures is like a major part of it. Because people come there and they just don't know what to do. So that's what we do. We give them a full plan itinerary of this is what you're gonna do while in Tobago. Don't stress. Just let us take care of everything for you. That's the vision behind it.
I see somebody has their hand up. Just feel free to unmute your mic and go ahead.
Hi, this is Siobhan.
Hi, Siobhan.
Hi, Siobhan.
Hi. Yeah, I'm just saying I love the tours that Nathan and Mariessa do. Really family oriented. I have done the camping. I went on the Tobago and also did the hiking. All with my daughter who is 7 years old, except for the Tobago. But yeah, the hiking, the Paramount tour is awesome. I was actually, I'm afraid of heights, and walking across the side field was a challenge, but if my daughter could do it, I did it. So it was really, really exciting. You see another side of Paramount. Nathan and Mariessa really know their stuff. They love nature. They're passionate about it, which really gives us a total new perspective. It's always fun and vibes. There's respect to nature, to Mother Nature as well. I know as well Nathan did his own cleanup the other day on one of the trails, which is really good. So this is not just people just making here to make money, but it's a true passion for them, and they live it. This is their everyday life, and I would recommend it especially for families. Really nice family time. COVID has in some ways been a blessing. We get to know our country so much better, especially on the Tobago. I mean, I've been to Tobago so many times, but never in the way that it was shown and presented to me through the eyes of Mariessa and Nathan. So had from banana boat experience, jet skis, also did, I think it's the Pink Beach. Is it the Pink Beach we went to?
Beach, yeah.
Yeah, and some really, really exquisite, exotic places. Even the Buku Beach, all the time you saw custom just heading down to Pigeon Point and Stobie. And one of the villas that we stayed in was literally not far away from Buku Beach. And it was, to me, Buku Beach is like one of my top 3 Tobago beaches now.
Yeah, definitely. It's amazing in its own way. Yes, definitely.
It's really amazing.
And anything could happen with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything could happen while with them. All fun, all vibes. Yeah, so anybody here, just go out and try it, and looking forward to the next adventure with them.
Thanks, Siobhan.
Thank you.
Well, the UWI Tourism Society would definitely be glad to partner with you guys and go on a trip so we can show you all off to the world.
We love that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I wanted to just go over these pictures we have. I want you guys to tell us about the adventures behind these pictures. So the first one would be on a boat.
Right. You want to go ahead?
No, you can talk about this
Alright.
one.
This one was really fun for me personally. So this day, we had the intention to do one of our packages that takes you to Paria Bay, and we then hiked to the waterfall. But the waters was rough, like really, really rough. So we decided to go on a different bay, on the north coast. So the pickup is at Las Cuevas. We park at Las Cuevas, we hop on the boat at Las Cuevas, and it takes us along the northern range. Usually the side you drive on, but now again, straight from the ocean side. We just had to cook fresh fish. The captain cooked fresh fish on the beach. And we just had a real nice time on that day. I remember that day, just around the corner. Yeah.
I personally love Paria, and I think it's one of the best locations to hike to. Even though the hike is very challenging, it's definitely worth it. And going back on the boat is even more fun.
Yeah,
a bit scary, but a lot more fun. And the second picture we have here.
All right. That one, we were in Tobago, and this was during the filming of the Tobago Package, where we were at the same time doing our experience in Tobago. So we did some filming here, and we were just having some fun on the ATVs. I got to do my donuts. I get to do all the fun things I get to do on the ATV. So, yeah. And one of our videographer for the day was Mariessa.
Yeah, I was behind the camera.
And I think this one is abroad.
No,
It looks so,
I know you think so. That's actually in Tobago. That's the same Bucco Beach that Siobhan would have just mentioned.
Wow.
This was actually on what would have been Carnival Monday.
Yeah,
What should have been Carnival Monday, I think.
which was my birthday.
Yes. And there were some people on the beach with some music.
They had a juve party. Let me tell you what happened. These people had a juve party.
It was actually Carnival Sunday.
Yeah,
Carnival
Carnival
right.
Sunday.
So they were having a juve party going on.
And it was probably like 10 people.
Yeah, and they had a little smaller truck playing music and stuff. And I was like, hey, these people have a little vibe. So I want to do my little friendly thing and hail them out and say, hey. And they say, come eat. They want to feed us. If you know the hospitality we got to that day. They fed us. We ate fish broth. They covered us in paint. In their own way. You know, you see my head have paint and they couldn't resist my bald head. And we had a really nice time that day. I remember that. That was just the other day.
And this one.
We've seen the sign there, 100 Steps. That is one of our favorite beaches. 100 Steps Beach. I love that beach so much. When you see a man leaving 100 steps with a bag of trash, you know what to take place there. I love that beach. It's just so nice. It's secluded. It's a little walk down to the beach. And that was just a day we had a really good time. And we decided to take a little picture next to the sign because it looks cool.
I just changed it, yeah. And this one, wow. This would be Tobago again?
Yeah, that's Tobago again. That was the next fun day. That was the day we did some filming with the jet skis and stuff. We were just at Waterholics and we were doing some activities there. And we were just having such a fun daytime. And I had to show and remember how nice Tobago is. I love Tobago so much. If you're from Tobago, you're living a life. If you're living in Tobago, you're living a real nice. Trinidad's sweet, eh? Tobago's sweet.
We actually have one of the members of the society. He's from Tobago. That would be the vice president.
We will link.
And this last picture here. Hold on. Yeah.
You could talk about it while I relax.
So this is actually in Paramin. It's one of the, I guess, in one of the natural pools that we have up here. I like to call it my backyard. This is also like a spot that, like, if I'm having like a really stressful time, I just escape and go up here. It's actually not a long hike or anything. You just come out your car and it's right there. It's so beautiful. So yeah, this is in Paramin.
What's your car, your Jeep? You know, you have to have a proper vehicle to go to some of these places we go at. So just keep that in mind.
So I have one more question. This would be how, in that after the pandemic, do you all have any plans? I know you don't know exactly when it would end, but you know, with the introduction of the vaccine, you know, things looking up.
Mm-hmm.
And what would be your protocols then, and what coming to the end of the pandemic, if you could call it that? Would you adopt the, you know, where they have that persons need to get a vaccine before they start going out and stuff like that? Are you excited to get the vaccine?
I feel like we can't say as yet exactly what protocols we will put in place. I think we'd have to see how things are around that time. We'd also, of course, listen out to hear what, you know, our Ministry of Health has to say to us, and based on their instructions, we will make that decision at that point in time.
Yeah.
And do you still have that fear of, you know, maybe coming into contact with somebody who has the virus?
I don't think fair is the
yeah,
word.
not fair. We won't use fair. I think it's awareness, and being aware, not fair, and we just kind of aware of it and move as cautious as we can, and we'll know how to best deal with it and make sure, knowing that the kind of business we in, that we eat healthy and drink healthy and try to keep our immune system as strong as possible so we can face if anything was to ever come our way. So just living right and fair and attracting good vibes and yeah.
But I mean, I think you've been doing good so far.
Yeah.
Good.
And I wish you all the best. I
Thanks.
see Satosh hand raised again.
Yes. I just wanna, before we go, I must commend you all. A lot of time when we learn about small businesses, especially when we promoting local tourism, many of them don't really hit the spot when it comes to actually getting the nick of how to do the business, right? But the one thing I see you all offer is the personality. Your business brand is basically yourselves. It's very hard to mimic that or copy that. So that's the one thing that I want to commend you on doing is the brand. When I see Nathan and I see Mariessa, I feel like, okay, this is what I want to align with. This is who I want to be around. So it is something that that is something that I mean, for you all it's natural, but for some people it will be a big challenge. So you'll keep going, and of course the Tourism Society will be in contact with you all very soon because we are excited to join and kind of promote local tourism, sustainable tourism. So thanks again, and I know we kind of closing off now, but Ariana.
Yeah, and I would actually like to comment and say that this also falls under experiential tourism as well as ecotourism, but I think you could also market yourself as experiential tourism. And it's really good to see that I have people out there still who have that love for their country and that love for life. And I just want to make sure the guests don't have any other questions before we close off. Any questions from the guests?
Too shy. Don't be shy.
I forget to ask Nathan and Mariessa, how could the guests reach you all? Like, what is your Instagram, your Facebook, your contact?
You can go on Instagram and just type in Island Adventure King. All right. And Island Adventure King is the branding we're going with because it originally was Trini Adventure King, but welcome to Tobago, And what about the rest of the, let's show love, So we represent the islands. So Island Adventure King on Instagram or Facebook, whatever. And even if you have questions, want to learn more, you can reach us out on there. Our contact information is on there, so you can WhatsApp us or whatever, and just link up. And we love all of you.
All right, we would like to thank you for coming here tonight and giving us your best. And you're very lively, and it's really nice to have a conversation flowing like that. And I'm sure our guests definitely enjoyed this episode of Let's Talk Tourism, and we hope to see. Well, I hope you tune in next week for another Let's Talk Tourism.
Yes.
And I hope the guests really enjoyed this and that they will contact you.
Yeah.
Look forward to meeting all of you.
Yeah, and the UWI Tourism Society would actually be working with them closely as we try to help them promote their tourism as well as be part of the solution in helping to restart tourism.
Yes.
So thank you all.
Thanks for the opportunity. It was definitely a really nice way to spend our Sunday evening.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And if Satish doesn't have any other comments, I think we could close off now. Satish?
Yeah, we're all good. So we'll talk again soon. Yeah, we're all good.
Okay, all right, thank you, and that's it for this episode. Good night.
Good night.